If you're over 50, you've probably noticed your body sending you signals it never used to. Your eyes may feel tired or dry in the mornings. You might have to hold the newspaper farther away than before to read it. Some people wake up with puffiness around the eyes, or even see dark circles that weren't there a few years ago. Others find they can't read fine print at night anymore. These aren't just small annoyances, they're often early signs that your body, and especially your eyes, are changing. You might already worry about cataracts forming or have a family history of glaucoma. These changes are common as we age, but they aren't necessarily permanent or unavoidable. In fact, there are natural ways to slow these changes down or even support your body in reversing some of them. Today, I want to talk to you about something very simple, something you've probably heard of, castor oil. But I want you to listen carefully because the castor oil I'm talking about isn't just the old home remedy your grandmother used. It's something that, when used the right way, could become one of the most useful tools in your wellness routine, especially for your eyes, joints, hormones, and digestion. Let's start by diving deep into how aging affects the eyes and why castor oil is different from other oils. But before we begin, let us know in the comments below, where are you watching from? I'd love to say hello and hear from you personally. Now let's get started. Your eyes after 50. Our eyes are made up of many delicate parts: the lens, cornea, retina, and a very complex set of tiny muscles. These muscles are what help us shift between near and far vision. For example, one group of muscles allows us to read a book, thread a needle, or scroll through a phone. These are short-range focus muscles. Another group helps us look into the distance, like when we watch birds or take in a beautiful mountain view. But here's the problem. Modern life has changed how we use our eyes. We're always staring at screens, phones, tablets, TVs, computers. That means we're constantly overusing those short-range muscles and barely using the ones meant for distance. Over time, this creates an imbalance. The muscles for distance weaken. Your eyes feel more tired, dry, and strained. And when you're mentally tired, like at the end of the day, your eyes are affected too. That's because your brain and eyes are a team. When one gets tired, the other struggles too. Here's something I always tell people. If you're doing detailed work like knitting, reading, or anything that needs focus, do it in the morning, not at night. Your brain is fresh and your eyes are better able to perform without getting exhausted. A task that strains your vision at 9 p.m. could actually improve your eye strength if done at 9 a.m. But there's more you can do. Every hour, take a break from whatever you're doing, especially if you're looking at a screen. Just look outside at something far away. Focus on a tree, the sky, or a building in the distance. Hold that focus for 1 to 2 minutes. This gives your distance muscles a chance to work and relaxes the overworked near muscles. Still, for many seniors, the issue goes beyond tired eyes. There's dryness, and not just a little bit. Some people feel like they have sand in their eyes. Others wake up with irritated, red and watery eyes. This is where castor oil starts to shine. Why castor oil works so well? You may have tried eye drops from the store. Maybe they helped for a while. But many of those just mask the problem. They lubricate the surface temporarily, but they don't address the underlying inflammation, dryness, or imbalance in oil production in your tear glands. Castor oil is different. It contains something called ricinoleic acid, which makes it able to penetrate deep into tissues. Most oils or creams sit on the surface of your skin. Castor oil goes deep. That's why people have used it for centuries, not just for skin, but for muscles, joints, and internal organs too. When applied gently to your eyelids, not inside your eye, just on the lid, castor oil works its way in. It reaches the glands that produce tears and helps them function better. It reduces inflammation. It softens the thin skin around the eyes. It also nourishes the meibomian glands, which are tiny oil-producing glands in your eyelids that help prevent your tears from evaporating too quickly. This is crucial because a major reason for dry eyes is poor tear film stability. Your eyes produce tears, but they evaporate too fast. Castor oil can help prevent that. How to use it for your eyes. Choose the right oil. Make sure you get 100% cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil that's labeled as safe for skin or cosmetic use. Do not buy industrial-grade oil or ones meant for engines or cleaning. When to apply. The best time to use castor oil is at night, just before bed. That's when your body heals most and your eyes can rest undisturbed. How much to use? Just 1 drop per eye is enough. Rub the oil between your fingertips to warm it slightly, then gently apply it to your closed eyelids, not inside the eye. Over time, the oil will seep into the skin and reach the glands beneath. What to expect? In the first few days, your eyes might feel slightly blurry in the morning. That's normal. It's just the oil still working its way out. After a week or two, most people start noticing that their eyes feel more comfortable, less dry, and look less puffy. Cataracts and castor oil. Let's talk about something a lot of seniors worry about: cataracts. These are cloudy areas in the lens of your eye that affect vision over time. They often start small and grow gradually. While castor oil won't cure cataracts, many people have shared that regular use has slowed their progression. One woman told me her doctor had recommended cataract surgery in a year. She decided to use castor oil on her eyelids nightly. At her follow-up visit 6 months later, her ophthalmologist told her the cataracts hadn't grown and that she could postpone surgery. That was 2 years ago. This isn't magic. It's about reducing inflammation, improving lubrication, and letting your body support its own healing process. Supporting digestion with castor oil. As we age, the digestive system naturally slows down. It's common for people over 50 to feel heavier after meals, experience bloating, gas, or constipation more frequently than they used to. You might eat a small dinner and still feel uncomfortably full. Some people rely on laxatives or fiber drinks just to stay regular. While those can give short-term relief, they often don't fix the problem, and sometimes they make it worse if the gut becomes dependent on them. That's where castor oil compressors come in. Castor oil has long been used to gently stimulate the lymphatic system and improve circulation, especially in the abdominal area. When applied as a warm compress, it penetrates deep into the skin and reaches the muscles and tissues around the intestines. It works by calming inflammation, loosening tense muscles, and improving movement in the colon. This means less gas, easier bowel movements, and a more relaxed belly overall. How to make a castor oil compress for digestion. You'll need 1 soft cotton cloth, like an old t-shirt or flannel piece, 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil, a piece of plastic wrap or plastic bag to prevent oil stains, a towel or blanket. Optional, a hot water bottle or heating pad. Instructions: fold your cloth to about the size of your palm. Drizzle a tablespoon of castor oil on the cloth, spreading it evenly. Place the cloth on your abdomen. Just below your belly button is a good spot. Cover it with plastic wrap. Place a towel or hot water bottle on top for warmth. Lie down and relax for 45 minutes to an hour. Do this 3 to 5 times a week, ideally before bed. Many people notice they start having smoother digestion and more regular bowel movements within 1-2 weeks. I remember talking to a woman in her 60s who had struggled with irritable bowel symptoms for over 15 years. She had tried diets, medications, probiotics. Nothing gave her lasting relief. After using castor oil compresses 5 nights a week, she told me, "I feel like my gut is finally cooperating with me instead of fighting me." Her bloating went down, her energy improved, and she was able to enjoy foods she had previously avoided. Hormone balance and menopause support. For many women over 50, menopause brings major hormonal shifts. Estrogen levels fall, which can trigger hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, brain fog, and even unexplained weight gain. It can also lead to the growth of fibroids or ovarian cysts and increased breast tenderness. Many of these symptoms are worsened by poor detoxification when the body can't clear out old hormones effectively. Castor oil can help support your lymphatic system, which is your body's natural drainage network. When applied to the lower abdomen or pelvic area, castor oil improves circulation, supports liver function, and encourages your body to flush out excess estrogen. This can help reduce heavy periods, ease cramping, and balance out the emotional roller coaster that comes with hormonal shifts. How to use castor oil for hormonal support. Follow the same steps as the digestive compress, but this time, apply the cloth lower on the abdomen, between your belly button and pubic bone. Do this 3 to 4 times a week, especially leading up to and during your menstrual cycle, if you still have one. Many postmenopausal women benefit from doing this weekly, even if cycles have stopped. Over time, women often report sleeping better, feeling less irritable, and noticing less bloating or cramping. I once met a woman in her early 50s dealing with both mood swings and fibroid pain. After 2 months of compress use, her doctor found that her fibroid size had stabilized, and she felt calmer and more grounded overall. Joint pain, arthritis, and stiffness. As we age, our joints naturally wear down. Cartilage thins, inflammation creeps in, and activities we used to take for granted, like opening a jar, going for a walk, or bending down, start to feel uncomfortable. You might feel fine in the morning and stiff by afternoon. Or maybe your knees ache when the weather changes. Here's where castor oil can make a huge difference. It's deeply anti-inflammatory and can help reduce swelling and pain when applied directly to the skin over sore joints. It also helps soften tissues, improve circulation to the area, and promote healing. How to use it for joints. Take a small amount, maybe 1 to 2 teaspoons, and rub it into the area, fingers, knees, hips, wherever the discomfort is. Massage it gently in circles for 5 to 10 minutes. You can wrap the area in a soft cloth or cover it with a heating pad for deeper absorption. Do this every night or every other night. Many seniors have told me that their knees bend easier, their fingers become more flexible, and their overall joint mobility improves after just a few weeks. I recall a retired teacher who couldn't write for more than 10 minutes because of stiffness in her hands. After using castor oil nightly, she could write long letters again and even resumed her hobby of watercolor painting. Breast health, scar tissue, and skin. Women often deal with scar tissue after surgeries or biopsies, and many have dense or fibrous breast tissue that causes discomfort. Castor oil applied to the chest area helps break down thick tissue, improves circulation, and softens scars over time. It's also great for other scars, old injuries, surgeries, or even acne marks. Apply a few drops daily and massage for a few minutes. After a few weeks, you may notice the scar flattening and the skin tone evening out. Storing and reusing your compress. Here's the good part. Once you make a compress, you don't have to throw it out after one use. After each use, fold the cloth neatly and place it in a sealed plastic bag or container. Keep it in a cool, dry place. Add 1 teaspoon of fresh oil each week to keep it moist. Replace the cloth after about 4 weeks of use or when it starts to smell off. This makes it incredibly affordable. 1 bottle of castor oil can last months. How often to use it? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but here are some general tips. For eye care, once a night before bed. For digestion, 3 to 5 times per week. For hormone support, 3 to 4 times per week, especially around your cycle. For joint pain, nightly for 2 to 3 weeks, then as needed. For scar tissue, daily massage. For breast health, 2 to 3 times per week. Listen to your body. If you feel lighter, more mobile, less inflamed, or sleep better, you're on the right track. Lymphatic drainage and swelling reduction. Many people over 50 experience swelling in their ankles, legs, or hands. You might notice tightness in your shoes by the end of the day or feel a heavy sensation in your legs. This kind of swelling, also known as edema, can be caused by poor circulation or a sluggish lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is like your body's internal drainage system. It moves waste, toxins, and excess fluid out of your tissues. But unlike your heart, which pumps blood, the lymph system doesn't have a pump. It relies on movement, hydration, and muscle activity to keep things flowing. When the lymph system slows down, which can happen as we age or become less active, fluid builds up, leading to swelling. This is where castor oil becomes a gentle but powerful ally. When applied to swollen or congested areas, castor oil penetrates deeply and stimulates lymphatic flow. It also helps break up stagnation and reduce inflammation, which makes it easier for the lymph to move freely through the body. You can make a lymphatic compress just like the digestive one. Apply castor oil to the swollen or congested area. Cover with a piece of plastic wrap and a towel. Rest with it for 45 minutes to an hour. Optional, add gentle heat with a warm pad. People with swollen feet or legs often report noticeable improvement within just a few sessions. One man who had battled swelling in his ankles for years told me the oil compressors gave him his legs back. He could walk longer distances and the tight, heavy feeling was gone. This kind of gentle care is especially helpful for people who've had surgery, infections, or autoimmune conditions that affect circulation and fluid retention. Another bonus, castor oil supports the immune system because your lymph and immune systems are closely connected. When your lymph flows better, your body is better able to remove waste and fight off illness. Sleep and nervous system support. Sleep challenges become more common with age. Many people have trouble falling asleep, wake up too early, or find that they can't get restful, deep sleep anymore. This isn't just frustrating, it affects your mood, energy, focus, and even heart health. What most people don't realize is that your nervous system and liver play a big role in how well you sleep. If your body is tense, your liver is overloaded, or your hormones are out of balance, your sleep suffers. Castor oil has a calming effect on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest part of your body. When applied to specific areas like the belly, lower back, or even the neck, it helps release tension, reduce nervous excitement, and promote deeper relaxation. That can set the stage for better sleep. Here's a simple method. Rub a small amount of castor oil over your abdomen or lower back about an hour before bedtime. Optional. Lie down with a warm compress or heating pad. Breathe deeply and let your body relax. Many people say this small ritual helps quiet their mind and body. One woman told me she had struggled with waking up at 3 a.m. every night for years. After using castor oil on her lower belly each night, she began sleeping through the night for the first time in over a decade. This benefit may be linked to how castor oil supports liver detoxification, especially at night. Your liver does most of its cleaning work between 1 and 3 a.m. If your liver is congested, you might wake up during that time. Supporting your liver with castor oil may help it work more smoothly, allowing your body to stay in deeper sleep. In addition, castor oil's gentle stimulation of the lymph system helps flush out waste products that can interfere with hormone balance. Balanced cortisol and melatonin levels are essential for restful sleep. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you've learned something helpful, something you can try at home that's simple, safe, and truly nourishing for your body. If you decide to give castor oil a try, be patient and gentle with yourself. Healing takes time, but every small step matters. And if you found this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates.